affected.
I don't know where the duck goes.
Mandela affected.
I don't know.
I said we going Mandela affected.
I don't know where the duck goes.
And we all infected.
I don't know.
I said daydreamer dream.
They said I'm just a daydreamer dreaming with my head always motherfucking in the ceiling. But it seems that the shoes got that hexens. Y'all ain't really fucking see y'all affected. But now you got 6 holes in your fucking face, man. What is you been sleeping? No one is mistaking me for logically frustrated. Cause now I know that there's always been 6 people seated in the JFK assassination. But of course all the vets know let's go where it went. Logically frosty, he shouldn't be like this. Honestly, he should be cold as shit. Why does he need a scarf and what's the point of it? Be careful what you wish for in the Matrix glitch. Where I'm fucking from, it wasn't like this. But at least it's nice to know I'm not alone in shifts.
When Mandela affected.
I don't know where the duck goes.
Mandela affected.
I don't know.
I said we going Mandela affected.
I don't know where the duck goes.
And we all infected.
I don't know.
I said
You
daydreamer.
shifty bastards, your wrists are tethered as your pulses under your thumb no longer centered. Your shrinking factor, here and after. Not even talking that quick, it's just that time is moving faster. You're lost in the facts since reality's hack, bitch. Like summoning demons with these dancing tactics. Like Sam psychiatric, blending semantics. Losing your stars and stripes as the demons demanded. Running in circles, but to whose advantage? It's a sense from the creators while on Satan's sandwich. No longer get scared from Ricky Ricardo's laughter. In fact, I slap a bitch just to hear someone in the chatter. Like someone in a bar quoting it like it matters. Cause this isn't my home, it's a slain and disaster. How the fuck could this be? Someone tell me, yo, can't say.
When Mandela affected.
I don't know where the duck goes.
Mandela affected.
I don't know.
I said we going Mandela affected.
I don't know where the duck goes.
And we all infected.
I don't know.
I said daydreamer.
Summoned you right up, didn't I? Paradox and Oxide. Woo, woo, woo. I bet the video took longer. Dude, I would love to be good at making videos. Yep. I would love to have the perfect software for video creating dummies like me. Hey, Joe Mudd, what's happening? Oh dear. Can y'all hear me, see me okay? I'm just trying to be quiet because my grandson's sleeping in the guest bedroom. I moved our beds into there, so my room has become the studio for the show. And that's about it. I guess you can hear me, probably. All right. Yeah, the microphone's right in my face now that it's hanging down from the ceiling. Hey, finally. Oh boy. Let me stop screen share for just a second. Say, hey, I'm here. You can see my let's see, bucket bong in the background over there on the table. I've got some bubble kush I've been putting in it, and some others, but I do like that bubble kush. Oh man, especially at night because it does get me sleepy. Any indica or indica dominant hybrid gets me sleepy because I don't have caffeine in my system to back me up, keep me awake when I smoke indica like most people, because I don't consume caffeine. If you missed it, you missed a good show. And I did miss most of it, but it was great to catch what I did, and I can watch the rest later. But the THC, Mike with Truthers Comedy Hour, Had a good show there with Truth Smacks and others. But yeah, his show is taking off and doing well. Glad to see that. Good to see you, Joe Dirt, Call for Zero, Paradox and Oxide, and anybody else that doesn't want to speak up at the moment that's up being a night owl. I have to go live whenever my grandson is sleeping, and normally that's going to be at night. He does take a nap sometimes sometimes he does take a nap every day, but he might only sleep an hour or two. So it's a little hard to do during the day. But I do have my grandson, a lot now. And unless my daughter finds a daycare for him soon, I'll just, I'm going to have to keep him for a month or two or longer or whatever, whatever it takes. So anyway, yeah, Eric Farmer. Yeah, yep. I caught that for a few minutes too. Yeah, his update. Yep. With old Mad Pieman. All right, so let me get into this this residue I've got, and it'll be 4:20 somewhere in 19 minutes. All right. Huh. Well, that figures. The first one. Okay, here we go. So, this is one of Brian Stabley's favorites, and is one of his personal ones, I guess. It's a pretty big one for me too. I definitely remember Smithsonian Institute, not institution. And all this residue is relatively new. This is from June 3rd, so not barely over a week old. Tommy John donates cast to Smithsonian Institute. There you go. That's been a big headline, big story, I guess. But it's not institute, it's institution. But whoever wrote this certainly remembered institute, and it's up here in the URL too. So that's a good one. All right. World's first cloned mouse was created at UH in 1997 and now at the Smithsonian Museum. But of course, if you scroll down, it says the fact that the Smithsonian Institute so eagerly accepted this gift is a confirmation of the place in history that the discovery has. There you go. Institute. Clintonville students treated to a different kind of art class. Where is it? Right here. And Christensen has created live murals and permanent large-scale pieces worldwide, and has done work for the Smithsonian Institute, Major League Baseball, and America's National Park Service. Currently, he's developing a collaborative body of work for the 666 company, Walt Disney. Imagine that, but that's what we were here for, the Smithsonian Institute. Now the institution where they put crazy people, I guess. Anyway, they are crazy. Uncover the secrets of historic Flushing Town Hall. And let me just go back and make sure. Okay, we got some new people. Hello, Zinwin. And God's watching this flat earth. Hey. Good to see y'all. Who funded Smithsonian Institute, the budget institution is 62% federally funded. We'll put that up there for the people. All right. All right. Where was I? Crap. Oh, okay. I was right there. All right. Or right there, actually. Exhibit celebrating absolute women. I know I messed that up. And warriors opens in Bozeman, Montana. Let me just go ahead and hit F3 on this one and put in Institute. Whoa. Easy now. It's not coming up. We'll see if we can just find it ourselves. Right here. Yep. The National Museum of American Indian, part of the Smithsonian Institute, archived Wiles Chut's images. There you go. Smithsonian Institute. All right, and moving on. Finest Stradivarius going to auction in London. I took violin lessons when I was young, but I didn't master the violin. It's very hard. So this violin is going to auction, and it says the violin was most recently been on loan to the Smithsonian Institute in Washington. Well, now it's been on loan to the crazy people at the Smithsonian Institution. Okay, anyway. A naturalist's view in watercolors opens at GMA Gallery. Let's see, what do we have? Right here, we have Ellis study painting and design at the University of Hawaii and Montana State University, and has participated in Smithsonian Institute workshops. Imagine that. You sure you weren't painting with crazy people at the institution? All right. Man, I can't even get that word out. Dissertation. No, I still didn't say it right. All right. Project done. Try to say that word 3 times. Digit D's. And I'm cotton mouth. Hold on. Let me get a drink. All right. Oh, damn. Okay. 12 minutes to 4:20 somewhere. I could do this all day, folks. It's unbelievable. I mean, you just tell me the Mandela effect, and I will find plenty. This is from 4 days ago. Plenty of residue for whatever Mandela effect it is. I'm not seeing what this one is, but pretty sure it's still institution. We'll F3 it. It's not showing it. I must have spelled institute wrong. I did. That's why it's not coming up. Institute. There we. Still didn't want to show it. What the hell? I still spelled it wrong. Okay, institute. How many T's is that damn shit got? There we go. The Smithsonian Institute and Library of Congress. All right. Sorry about that. And digital collections, 2 digits in a row. Where's it on this one? I think I just saved this to look for more residue. My bad on that one. Okay, now we're moving to Joel Osteen. And if you put Joel Osteen in the search bar on CensorTube, put with Olsteen right off the bat. Olstein, Osteen there. So you have 3 right off the bat. Joel. No, that one wasn't either. Okay, this one was Olstein. So one of them. Now that's weird because when I saved this before, it definitely had more Olstein. All right, it doesn't matter. I've got plenty of Olstein right here, right in the freaking thing, and up here in the URL too. The URL, the link up here. Joel Olstein, Olsteen. Now Osteen. Abortion activist strips down during Joel Olstein church service. If you haven't seen this yet.
Never be the same. Never, never, never. I'll never be the same. In Jesus' name. God bless you.
It's my body,
If
my
you'd like to
choice.
Nehemiah chapter 4.
It's my body, my
Nehemiah
choice.
chapter 4. We'll wait just
Overturn, bro. Hell no.
God is good.
My body, my choice. I am who I say I am. I do what I say I can do because I have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice.
I know this. I'm glad.
Old Stain. All right. Here's a book. Letters from Houston, A Victorious Cancer Journey, Musings of Faith. And why isn't it showing me? Oh yeah, okay. Right here. This is Joel Olstein residue in the form of his mother, okay, who's religious and writes books and apparently is a pastor too. Dodie Olstein. Can you see that? Let me make it bigger for you. I was told I was on more prayer lists in at least 6 churches, if not more. I was prayed for by Dodie Olstein twice. There you go. That's his mother, Joel Olstein's mother. So Olstein, not Osteen. Another one that has Dodie Olstein right there. Dodie Olstein, healed of cancer by Dodie Olstein. Joe Olstein's mother. Right here, Dodie Olstein reading. This is a schedule. Bam. Olstein. Dodie Olstein's testimony. In 1981, Dodie Olstein, not Osteen, was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She had been in the hospital 20 days, and on the 10th of December in 1981, the test revealed terrible news. In that time, she dropped 89 pounds and was terribly jaundiced. Olstein, Dodie Olstein's testimony, not Osteen. Right here, courtesy Dodie Olstein, healing website. Please say these healing scriptures daily, just like you are taking medicine. Dodie Olstein was healed of terminal liver cancer, and she said these scriptures 3 times daily. Let me show you. Dodie Olstein, not Osteen. Just check on the chat here. All right. Now, where was I? Just trying to find where I was. Okay, right there. All right. Another obituary. Just F3 it again. Here we go. Dodie Olstein. What you say will make a difference. It's a quote by Dodie Olstein. This is one of her favorite quotes. Not Osteen. You will never waver in your faith and heart. Once again, another obituary and another Pastor Dodie Olstein, not Osteen. Imagine that. So many people remember Olstein, not just Joel Olstein, but Dodie Olstein and John Olstein too. You'll see. Hello, my name is Dorothy. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. All right, it says. So I was sitting in my room at rehab waiting for my COVID test. You shouldn't have got tested, which was negative. Everything was fine, and I had a Joel Olstein book right here. Olstein book called I Declare, and I could not stand Joel Olstein, but I love the messages in the book. Olstein, not Osteen. Beloved Philly area mom dies after months-long cancer battle. Let's just have 3 on it. Right here. She was remembered in her obituary as someone who loved to take walks, read her Bible, and listen to false prophet Joel Osteen. Osteen. Once again, yes, we know. No, Mayhem Blalik. I know I messed that up. Mayhem is not endorsing CBD gummies. But false prophet Joel Osteen and other TV evangelists are. Joel Osteen with the L. Plumber who found money in the wall at Joel Osteen's. This one has it both ways, but it's not going to let me look at it. So you got to scroll down to look at that one anyway. All right, so Charlie's no angel. Yeah, and neither is Joel Olstein. Says, but as he mixes partisan politics with a Joel Olstein how do you say that? Feel good gospel. Kirk is packing mega churches. Joel Olstein, SK. Okay. An example of a baton past. This is some book called Unleashing something other. Anyway, a great example of generational blessings being passed on by the power of God is Pastor Joel Scott Olstein with an L, an American preacher, televangelist, author, and senior pastor of Lakewood Church. Blah, 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 blah. There, John Olstein, right there. Blessings being passed on from his father, Joel Olstein. Yeah. Joel Scott Olstein. Imagine that. And this is establish a relationship with God as our Father. Some book. That's just a chapter. Let's see. So always smiling because he's full of Satan and he loves Satan. Always smiling. Joel Olstein's praise services are dynamic. Give me a break. He teaches selfism, the fastest growing religion there is. Selfism. Be in love with yourself. Yeah. Yourself only. Anyway. All right, there you go, Joel Osteen. And where we go? Where we go? F3. Where the heck is it? Right there. Joel Osteen's Sunday morning TV evangelical program airs. He begins his lesson by instructing the packed stadium to hold their Bibles in the air and literally parrot a pledge of allegiance to the Bible. Yeah, well, the Bible's not the Word of God. Might have been at one time, but it's definitely changing now. Joel Osteen, right here. Rick Warren, Cleflo Dollar, and T.D. Jakes. A bunch of false prophets for you there. Osteen. Yep, with an L. And this is book after book after book right here that you're just seeing of Joel Osteen. Joel and Victoria, Joel Osteen Ministries with an L. Right here. I think Joel Osteen is a wonderful young man. I think Joel Osteen is a wonderful young man, but faith with works might be fraught with the most incredible tribulations. Yeah, tribulations. Imagine that. Coming up soon. 7-year tribulation. Period. But there you go right there. Joel Osteen with an L. I don't know why it's not showing it highlighted when it's definitely Osteen, but I'll just make it bigger so you can see. These are being funny. One night, I was up pretty late watching TV. While channel surfing, I came across Joel Osteen broadcasts. Right there. For some reason, I stopped and wanted to hear what he was saying. He was talking about people not following their dream. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you can follow your dream instead of God's dream, aka God's will, and you can wind up dead or half dead or in some very bad places. Trust me. I know. All right. Your Best Life by Osteen, 2004. Joel Osteen comes from neither his theological prowess nor his backing of a large religious institution. Institution again. That's funny. All righty then. Here we go. Here's some John for you. I saw a video of John Osteen, the father of Joel Osteen, and the founder of that mega church where he makes fun of people who are ashamed of churches like his that speak in tongues. Nothing to see here, though, folks. Just tons and tons and tons of people, smart people or whatever, remembering Joel Osteen. I especially recognize Reverend James Meeks, T.D. Jakes, and Joel Osteen as my spiritual leaders. Well, I would not count on that to get you anywhere good, folks. Definitely not my spiritual leaders. Oh, dear. Acknowledgements. Dottie Osteen, mother of Joel Osteen. Right there for you. Do I need to make it bigger? Dottie Osteen, mother of Joel Osteen. There you go. Okay, I don't know why it's not going to let me blow this one up, but it says the property This property was later sold to John Olstein for the establishment of Lakeside Church. John Olstein's son is the present pastor. Olstein with an L. Nice to meet you, Mr. Wright. Let's see. 3. It's not there, of course. Weird. I don't know. I don't see it on this one. Sometimes that happens. Okay. Right. We see Billy Graham. There we go. Joel Osteen. Right there. Joel Osteen with an L. Joel Osteen with an L. Reverend Joel Osteen. And my pastor, Reverend Dr. Charles Coger, whatever. With an L. Right here. I already see this one. T.D. Jakes, Joyce Meyer, Anita Bynum, Keflo Dollar, Eddie Long, Pat Robertson, and Joel Osteen, of course, are just some of the televangelists who are false prophets. Yes. That's true. Let's just go ahead and read this. And many false prophets will rise and lead many astray. What is a prophet? The primary meaning is one who proclaims the word of God, a spokesman for God. Therefore, a false prophet would be a spokesperson giving the impression that he is a spokesman for God, but really he is far from it. These ones are very subtle and deceptive, sheep's and wool clothing, in their ability to present themselves as a person representing God. Some modern day examples would be Jim Baker, Kenneth Copeland, Benny Hinn, T.D. Jakes, Joyce Meyer, Anita Bynum, Keflo Dollar, Eddie Long, Pat Robertson, and Joel Osteen, of course. Of course we know Joel Osteen is a false prophet. These are just some of the televangelists who are false prophets with tens of millions of followers, folks. That's why I'm the first one to say that most churches are false and misleading. And so, yeah, millions of people are being misled, and it's not good. All right. Then there are charismatic Christian denominations that numbered over 500 million followers. These ones claim gifts of God, faith, healing, and speaking in tongues, etc., which clearly are anything but. The true Christians are falling away in great numbers, being led astray by these false prophets and those who have not need to remain awake. And because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will go cold. Yep. All right. Anyway, that was a good representation of Joel Osteen. Where's this one at? Right here. Okay. So this is just another. This is the copy of that one because it's saying the same thing. Joel Osteen and all that. It's the same. So I shouldn't have saved that one. Okay, this one. Yep, right here. My decision was to stay home on Sundays for a while and watch Dr. Charles Stanley and Joel Osteen. Yeah, okay. Finally, one day, the Reverend called me and asked me if I had been ill. Nicely, I explained my offense with the dinosaur. Okay. Anyway, Joel Osteen. Where was that one anyway? Yeah, right there. Joel Osteen with an L. Three. And it's not helping me. Right there. Here we go. Men like Dr. Miles Monroe, Bishop Jakes, Joel Osteen with an L, and Dr. Bernard. These men are gifted, and God has blessed them as real teachers for this age. So if we go from one article calling them out as false prophets to this one saying they are prophets, real teachers. That's funny. But they got the same thing correct, that it's Joel Osteen, not Osteen. All right. And this one. Right here. Your Hustle Part 2. I want to go to YouTube and watch Joel Osteen's speech about the power of the words I am. Oh, give me a break. We know what the Bible says about I am. Wow, man. So there you go. Let me blow that up for you. Joel Osteen with an L. Right here. Oh, I see Lakewood Church. Yeah, here we go. And it says, as of 2005, the top 5 mega churches include Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, with Pastor Joel Osteen. 47,000 average attendance. That is sick. That's sad and pathetic that 47,000 people waste their time listening to that clown, that false prophet, that demon-possessed freak with this name Mandela affected. Wow. All right. So we got through all those, but I'm telling you what, there are so many more examples everywhere. Osteen. Oh man, but they say we don't have nothing. Yeah, imagine that. All right, Jay Johnson, how you doing? Years later, Osteen paid for a Genius L out because it would generate more sales. Funny. You met Osteen when he was Osteen? That's interesting. Sorry that you had to meet him, though. Ugh. Yeah, he's not a Christian. No. Osteen is 6 letters. I like that. Well, I don't like it, but good pointing that out. Oh, let's see if I can see anybody else. Jeff Cooper, hello. Joe Osteen knows his Bible. Yeah, well, so does the devil, actually. The devil knows the Bible. You don't trust him, do you? I hope not. All right. Yeah, I miss 420 somewhere, but in 5 minutes it'll be 20 till. So I'm gonna hit one right now for both of those.
Watching the sun bake, thinking it looks fake. All of the skies outside are covered in goo. Smoking a big dew, watching the YouTube. Time to go in now, but what can he do? Staley's going live again in Centerville, searching for truth, taking some calls. Some people claim there's something wrong with his brain, 'cause he knows we don't live on the ball. Chatting and ranting about the moon landing, community strikes and hate speech on YouTube. But he's such a cutie when he shakes his booty. He says Neil deGrasse and Bill Nye take the loop. Staley's live tonight, but not in Centralville. No one even knows that's now what it's called. All of his subs know he's not gay or insane, but they know he's got something for Paul. Big stones and flip-flops, big man and his truth drops. Plenty of proof that our memories are good. Mandela affected, the facts are collected. It's a beautiful day now in this neighborhood. Staley streaming truth tonight in Centerville. Karen Beyond watching the chat. Some people claim we've got nothing to gain, but we know it's still and it's flat.
Nothing to see here though.
The Panama Canal runs north to south now. Most people claim it was once east to west. It's not a magic mirror, but we can see clearer. 'Cause everyone here knows that we're the fucking best.
Blessed by the best.
Staley's premiering videos tonight in Centerville. He might be at work or even in bed. Sometimes he claims he's going live on the main, but he don't. He gets Staley instead. Everyone, he gets Staley instead.
It's about as loud as I can be with my grandson sleeping in the other room. Woo, woo, woo. There's another popular Brian Staley. That's funny. There's another Dose of Reality too, that covers like Hollywood stuff. I told Brian, I said, I know he's working both sides with Dose of Reality. Look it up. You'll see Dose of Reality. Another Dose of Reality. Anyway. Oh dear. Well, I might play one more song and then probably just keep this short and sweet so I can, get people to watch the the residue. No, not that. Do. I'm just looking. Hang on. Just stick with COVID. COVID. Stick with Christian Knapp. COVID's a trap. COVID's a lie. So one thing here, um, surely it's possible that somebody found the word residue in the King James Version Bible before I did, but whether nobody did in our community that I know of, but it's possible anyway. So the word residue, which we use so often in our community, Mandela Effect community, is in the Bible. And when I discovered it a year went to ago, when I don't know, whenever it was that I discovered residue being in the Bible, um, it was never in there before the Mandela effect changes. Um, it was in there 13 times, folks. 13 times. That's how many times it was in there when I found it. But now it's in there, oh, just another funny number, 33 times. Okay, you cannot make this up. I didn't, certainly. So it went from being in there 0 times to 13 times to 33 times currently in the King James Version. Imagine that. Okay. I was led to find that. I know I was. And as soon as I started seeing it, I was also told what it used to be, before it was residue, the word residue. So, but check this out. This verse is interesting because it certainly sounds like the globe lie to me. And they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth, and they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped. So it's like NASA trying to hide the shape of the earth right there. I thought that was interesting. Now here's a interesting verse that residues in First Chronicles 6, chapter 6, verse 66, 666. Imagine that. All right. Anyway, so nothing to see here, folks. Just the most famous book in the world changing, and in most cases of the changing in the Bible, it's not good changes. No, no, no. But by design, that's what it's there for, to create that famine of the word. But anyway, um, yeah, that's something there. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. This was just a second time going live with my grandson sleeping, and of course I've got to get a little bit of rest because he'll be up in 5 hours, probably at the most. So if I go lay down now and get 5 hours, I'll be okay. I won't be great, but I'll be okay. But tomorrow's Sunday, so could be lazy. All right. I appreciate every one of y'all, and I'm gonna try to do this as often as I can. And of course, when my grandson goes back to my daughter's, even if it's for a few days, like last week, he went for a few days and then came back, and but I just I'll work around what what I have to deal with, and my grandson needs me. All right, so yeah, don't let nobody tell you there's nothing to the Mandela effect and the supernatural Bible changes, scripture changes, because there definitely is. Time will tell, how many more people will wake up, and how much time there is left. I think that this is a year that the tribulation period could start, but who knows? I'm not a prophet. I'm not going to set an exact date, but I've known for about a decade that 2022 would be a game changer. That this year would be different, and than any other year, and it has been so far. And it's a people changing year too. because I'm here to admit to you that I've made a lot of changes, even myself this year. Most of them are good changes. So anyway, um, you've been waiting for 2023 since like 2000. I mean, since 2000. Well, that's interesting too, because 23 is definitely a special number. Um, yeah, and you had chapter 12 of Revelation, verse 1 and 2. That event happened on 9/23, 2017, and I just got truth bumps for no reason, but other than telling the truth. uh, I get a lot of grief about my name, Tommy Tell the Truth, and it is just a reminder to myself and everyone else to tell the truth, to be honest. Imagine the world we live in if we were all honest. I'm honest all the time. I embarrass myself all the time. Like every show, I tell something embarrassing about myself because I'm just being honest. Uh, it's like I'll throw out there about I haven't had sex in almost 9 years, and I'm cool with that. And Brian's always like, let's find somebody to, have sex with him. Ha ha ha. I'm good with never having sex again in my life. But now, when my wife passes away, if God puts somebody else in my life and I remarry, and that's fine too. I don't know, but I'm content with being the truth lover, truth seeker, and teller, and the grandfather that I am now, and so I'm good with all that. And y'all do you, and I'll do me. Anyway, we'll see. I think that I really think there's something to the fact that, or the theory that we're 2029, I think it is, or 2030 is the 6,000 year mark. If you're looking at the 7 year like God had 7,000 year plan. So if we're at the end of the church age, in at 29, 30, then that would start, if you believe it, if it is, and the millennial reign of Christ for 1,000 years, and that would finish off the 1,000 year plan. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Yep, sure will. A lot of people are pointing at the year 2040, but I don't know, man. I don't get the vibe of 2040 being the end as much as I do around 2030, but who knows? I know that the end of the church age itself is definitely near, because of the falling away and how pitiful churches are, and so we're definitely going to see a transitional period, and go into the golden age, or the age of Aquarius, or the Christ ruling age. And it's going to be interesting. I hope to see the lion laying down with the lamb, not the wolf. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I'm 40 seconds away from 1 hour being live, and I think that's a good stopping point. Being 1 hour. Much love, everyone. If life is a test, then do your best. Be your best. Try to manifest the best you can. And yeah, all that good stuff. Tommy here, Tommy out. Thank you for being here. Michelle. Right at the last minute there. God's watching, Flat Earth. I'll just give you all another shout out. Paradox and Oxide. Call for Zero. Jeff Cooper. I haven't seen you before, but welcome. Unindoctrinated. Ryan. Hey. All right. Zen Win. Hey. Joe Dirt. aka Joe Mudd. And I think that was everybody. All right, keep it flat. What's love? See y'all on the flip side. Man, I'm getting cotton mouth fast tonight.